Ah, cowboy,
A few
let's
weeks
do
after that
this.
dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill. They were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bright?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss.
Please tell me how they got.
Bill Brocious. Herb's coming! Get ready, boys.
Please tell me, how did I get through?
I'm putting you down. Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. Take him down!
What's the
So they
shit
murdered
with this
Morgan
gun?
Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Get him from the side!
Yeah, from the side, brother. You know, we ain't by the sidelines.
This some bitch is pissing me off! Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
You think you can get away from me, brother? Oh shit. This game, it really is like Borderlands, but except not the shitty third one. The third one, it's annoying.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
Shit. I can kill you even with my dead hand, bro.
I hardly saw anyone
can't
faster,
stop me.
boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Herb wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Run! Oh my, you can't aim in the second one. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for the first one, because I haven't played the first one. I haven't played the first one, mostly because it's boring. And not interested in that one. But the second one, however, I was interested.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Ah. Shit. Oh, I need another level upgrade. Oh. One.
Better hide. I'm done. In for the kill.
There's everything here.
There he is. He has it coming. I don't mind. Lord, look at some bitch. Oh, now what? Blame him. Boy, you are shit out of luck. Waste your bullets. Go ahead. You ain't bothering me none. You can't have me. Can you shoot around corners?
I need one.
What are you gonna do? Don't let that asshole twist this. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Oh. Ammo. Haha. Can't keep me away.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here.
For fuck's sake.
There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
I think you suck. God damn it, Flawless. You got me fucked in the corner. No, I can't be doing anything now.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Yeah.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him. incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Come on. No. Oh.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Okay.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Oh.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
So close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous?
God
No one
damn,
has the
bro.
guts to come after
This
us.
is Hugo.
As long as you don't light up a secret.
Who the hell is that?
My late father pointed out to me more than once. God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal. I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it.
Got him thing. It's not that way, it's the other way. Alright,
It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
I thought there was a fucking, what?
thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Butcher's son.
Oh shit.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the
Come on,
Civil War.
bro. Get back here.
Stone cold
I know
killers
you want
trained
some
on
of
the
this
bloody
pop,
fields of
baby.
Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men
Oh,
on his
shit.
payroll. A hell of a lot.
Get myself fucking killed. I need to upgrade my armory, but I can't find my armory upgrade. Am I
That
just
son of a
too
bitch
fucking
pretended to protect
retarded,
the
or
public with one hand, while stealing and blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish, seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
oh.
Plummer wants that asshole dead.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. I'm ending you.
Let's do this.
So, I don't get this. Why would they make another called Juarez if they're never gonna bring back any of the brothers? Or unless... well, called Juarez the first and second. It's about the brothers as
Quick
cowboys?
reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense.
Oh shit!
Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
So what I'm figuring out is the reason they even made this one is because, hey, let's make a cowboy. It isn't about family or about caring for others, but let's make a cowboy that kills every known and famous cowboy in person back in the old days. Which, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure Alpha games also do that as well, but I'm not saying this game's horrible.
With all
It's,
that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
I don't know.
All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
Surprise! There he is! Damn him!
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack is not just moronic, but clearly insane.
You know who we are.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder way into the mine from the opposite side.
Okay.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time.
I bet you he's going to shit
Of
ton of
course,
this
being I
in
had
the
a
game.
problem with heights,
I want
that
this way,
scaffolding
but
scared
I
the
did.
bejesus
Now I'm
out
like,
of
oh
me.
wait, no, I didn't went this way. I
Climbing
went the
down that
other
ladder
way.
required
So
some
dumb,
caution.
duh.
Because even
Mike,
though
make
I
up
had
your
a younger
fucking
man's
mind, man.
reflexes,
That's so goofy,
no
man.
man can dodge a damn
I
bullet
thought I
while
went this way,
climbing
but
down
now
a
it's like,
rickety
oh,
ladder.
fucking retarded. I guess that's just me. Oh, hell yes. Look at the truth. That's Johnny Ringo. And that's Billy the Kid.
I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Oh, there's no. That'll kill me. So I can get that secret.
was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Thank you, game. Another shootout.
Unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
You can shoot, but can you aim? Gonna blow you into next week, boy. Get out here. No blood money for you today. I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out. That's almost me. They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. I'm going.
Oh, that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Oh yeah.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
I wonder how many episodes are.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
I do like this game. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to make it another game.
I
College
dodged
hours.
death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
For the College Jarvis game, because in the first and second
I
one,
was there with the
you
intention
play
of
as a
finding that
Bobbers.
bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on
unless,
John Wesley.
unless it's somehow College Jarvis is like a Goosebumps type of thing, where each game, like in each book, there's a different story. So it's probably that way it works. But I'm pretty sure the second one, because in the first one, in the front page it shows Thomas. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the probably makes the stuff out of just Bob Cookbuck. That's it. Hey, you know, College, you always how good the first second one. Let's check another one. Except there's up to Roberts in it, but except you play the cowboy, where you kill every single famous cowboy and killer ever back in the old days. Let's do that. It's something like that's been used before. It's alright though. At least it's not fucking boring or shit. Or glitchy. Because we all know Ubisoft loves making some glitchy ass games. And especially our company that makes some glitchy ass
Texas
games.
Rangers got heart.
Yeah, That's what they want you to believe.
What? How the fuck did I... How did I die? How? How? What?
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
Okay.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. I'm freezing my giblets off.
Ain't right, we gotta stay out here keeping watch like this.
How did you not notice me? I was literally right in front of you, you fucking idiot. Oh my god. Oh. I was literally right in front of
Better
him.
3 hours
They
early
didn't even
than a
say a
minute
word.
too late.
Oh hey, it's that guy. Ah!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hangers. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their Hefe of my unwelcome presence.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that sumbitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
Number angels of the morning. Oh shit, man.
Fill you full of lead.
I'll put some lead in you, little boy.
I wondered if
Yeah.
Bob was among them. And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
He's better
Before I could test
than
my
me.
mettle against Hardin, however,
Sex.
I would first need to
Yeah.
dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
Ew.
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Sit down.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Ah, was good. We can crash the party even more. Ow! Ow! God damn, man. I'm trying to speak here. Holy shit. Oh. God damn it, man. That's just why I get up a hit, man. Fuck.
think I already mentioned that I found Harding in this very saloon.
Yes, you did.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
He just dodged a damn bullet?
Yes, I did dodge your bullet. I am the pinnacle of devil himself, son.
In fact, I felt a
Ah,
certain hostility.
fuck me. Ah. No.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Oh no, this is gonna be even harder. Let's go 15. Kill the man snoring. 40 more for breathing. 40 more for breathing.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Need to get extra focus on this motherfucker. I have to. This is gonna be even longer. Fuck me.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
Oh yeah.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben? Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation. A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him. They saw me before I saw them. And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. They saw me
boy.
before I
Get
saw
out of there,
them.
boy. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, bam.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Oh shit. Please don't tell me there's another one. Alright, good.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas. And that's why they had retreated there.
Hell yeah.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout. deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness. See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit. They had torches on the wall.
Was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian War. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
Maybe it was. Maybe it
To
wasn't.
be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
I got in the shit out of him.
As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Oh. I'm gonna get water because fuck no, I'm thirsty. I don't care. I fuck it. I don't care. I fuck it.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle. I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
I slid off the fucking walk into the water, god damn it. Careful. You don't want to trip off and do an oopsie.
There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little
6 on my trail, there was 6 in my back. There was 6 everywhere, man. It's crazy. It's like these Indians have a breeding season. It's crazy. It's like, why is there so many, man? Like, how do they reproduce so fast? I just don't get it, man. Because we believe in the Greyhound warrior. Alright, let's go and substitute. Oh shit. I just wasted it, alright.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
How the fuck can I even...
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
That's cool.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did. It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith,
Hang on, guys.
and he
They're
handed out
drinking now.
firearms
Good,
to anybody who'd take one.
Yeah, son of a bitch is hard to fucking whip. See that, boy? Oh, bitch. Oh, there you go. Fucking Jesus, my hands. There's a lot of patience on my hand. Oh, fuck. Thank God I didn't get out the power cords. Fuck me. massive risk. That's a very good old fucking apple juice. He went from the nuggets of food this time. Henry Plummer. God damn, that's a big ass beard he
See,
got there.
the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
We got it for you. Put some holes in 'em.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait for something to get out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
You ain't stopping me.
Where do I go?
He went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't
Is that
or
Silas
wouldn't to make
Greaves?
this country
Son
free.
of a bitch!
Jim Boone, Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
You can't hide from over there! That's Silas Greaves. What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, He was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened. It was early evening, not high noon. Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Leader, lover, and loser.
I'd been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. Finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville. Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons, which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith.
God damn it. Alright, we're gonna do this first.
Bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens. Boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The 3rd brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work. The youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it is for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt.
Oh well.
Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
We'll get those suckers!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this!
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course. So we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody. Except for some bitches ahead of me wanted to do me harm. So I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Point being, I was under serious attack.
on! God damn, I didn't even get away. God fuck me. Here's I'm done.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause. Was nowhere to be seen. Point being, I was under serious attack. Die, irritating bastard.
Oh my god.
Bury him in the swamp.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view. But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? Steve? Steve!
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Indians?
They were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet, but I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. Or Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Somebody kill that zombie!
are out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down on us. And those vigilantes who accompanied me were anywhere to be found.
What? How the fuck did I get shot through a wall? Okay.
But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
God, God, I have to read through this part again. I was hitting him. I was fucking hitting him. How is it? Okay.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Oh, I made a mistake. Why did I climb that the ladder? I don't know. Right.
Then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out!
What?
I'm sending you to hell!
Oh.
The Daltons had played me like a fiddle. Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Oh, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed dead. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how did you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all. To come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side. They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers. My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch. I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. So I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Ears are still ringing from blowing up that ridge.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there. I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day. As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights, but I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway, so I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could. times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back. I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? Take cover! Retreat! Retreat! Killing everybody! Kill, kill, go!
That doesn't even make sense.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was gonna stay on old Bob's trail.
I can't see where the fuck they were. My screen was like so dusty. Getting hit and that.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Oh, what? How? Oh. Alright, so I have to keep my aiming focused, right? Oh. I really don't like this. I like the card showers.
On that
I like
very
the
same
card
day,
showers.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Yeah. I like the card showers one. The second one. Where it's just you gotta keep. It's not like this. Like, it's alright, but I like the old one better. Like, oh hey, let's change this up. It'd definitely be fair and it'd definitely be good. And just now you gotta have a look at two things now. Yeah, show you it's look at two things before and the second one, but those were very close to each other. Now they're wide apart because it's one that tells you your focus on the corner left, and then on the right it tells you your speed. It's like it's gonna be so difficult when you try
I
to
tried to
focus two
find
things.
Bob Bryant, but it was
I
as
guess
if
that's
he'd
what I'm trying to do, but I don't like
Sometime
that.
later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he? Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Alright.
Something's coming. If we don't kill him, he'll kill us.
God damn it. I have to stay up here, I have to. There's no fucking way.
Who's shooting at us?
Oh.
Who's shooting at us? Where are
This being outnumbered, I didn't bother with the warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down. Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Oh my god, Zach, saying that you just...
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports. Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
God damn it, Douglas, I'm trying to have some fun here. And yeah, I have to keep on constantly yelling and nagging at me. I don't get it, man. I just want some simple fun. If I get none of it, none at all. Oh shit.
What happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a 4th charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
I'm gonna blow your damn head off.
Fucking let me one.
We don't kill them.
What? Oh. Don't tell me I'm gonna be back up there. Okay, good. I was about to fucking say.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
The secret nugget is here somewhere, I know that. Here's the nuggets, I lose the nuggets.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. There was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer.
Get off the bridge!
I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
No!
Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
God damn it.
Kill that SUV! Make him bleed! Send him to the kid!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
There's a guy with that. What? Oh. Alright.
Hates Chrysler and Kid Murray, ask me! Nuttier than a damn fruitcake!
We have to move fucking fast, so I. can't even fucking shoot it.
Shoot him in the head. I'm gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. Cut him down. Let's just do that. You yellow bastard!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Yeah, you know you can't. You have to do everything. Ventilate that sucker.
Hear me. I have nothing. I've no ammo.
Come at you, yellow bastard!
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
I forgot what's. For the controls for the.
What are you, yellow? You know who I am? Are you kidding me? God damn it, I need some help here. Come on, boys, take this bitch out. Lay down and die. Feels like a day. I'm done with you. Can't beat me.
Oh, what the fuck is this now?
That's it for you.
I think he's scared. Yeah. This is the last mistake you'll ever make. Damn. It's not fair. Like this
That's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
I'm just gonna kill him with this Honda's V, because I don't give a fuck about this Honda V shit now. I don't really care if it's a bad ending.
Fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
I
As he
understand.
lay
This
wounded,
Honda
I
shit for.
demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me, "Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him." He shouted at me, "Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him." Those were his last words.
Oh yeah, XP points, that's it. Who cares?
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday. I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this. They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So I hopped the same train.
See that?
The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota.
That's gonna be it for this stream. Oh, this is Nugget of Truth. The Daltons. Alright, that's it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, goodbye.